Hello fellow music students, I'm Scott and I will be your host for this video presentation. Today I will be presenting a somewhat unconventional song for my project. It's called Seagulls, Stop It Now by the YouTube channel Bad Lip Reading. Seagulls is presented similarly to their other parodies, except that the superimposed voice acting is delivered in song form with video clips from The Empire Strikes Back arranged like a music video. An audio version of the song is also available to purchase for digital download. Before we continue, I highly recommend you watch the music video itself if you haven't already seen it. There is a link in the description. I will be using relevant audio clips of the song as we go along, but this song really is best experienced in music video form. See you when you get back! Welcome back! Let's get started with elements. According to the Bad Lip Reading channel on YouTube and Melissa Bell of the Washington Post, the videos are voiced over by a single voice actor who has not allowed himself to be publicly identified. Some Bad Lip Reading videos do feature additional voice actors, but those videos usually credit the additional contributors. Since the Seagulls music video does not do that, it appears likely that the parts of Yoda, Luke, and R2-D2 are all performed by the creator of the YouTube channel. Focusing on the song itself, Seagulls features a very interesting verse-chorus-bridge pattern that I found challenging to break down. I've laid it out the best I can on the slide, and feel free to let me know in the comments if you would break it down differently. One interesting thing that I noticed is that the verses and all other spoken dialogue follow the theme of Yoda trying to fight off seagulls at the beach and are superimposed over lip movements in the clips from the film. The two choruses, however, are sung over clips that do not include lip movements. They do not have an oceanic theme, and they directly make fun of Luke's Jedi training in the film. Let me demonstrate what I mean, and feel free to refer back to the music video. I've highlighted in blue two sections of the song we can look at. Let's start with the first three verses and two musical breaks of the song.
Rockin', rockin' and rollin', down to the beach I'm strolling. But the seagulls poked at my head, not fun. I said, seagulls, stop it now. Everyone told me not to stroll on that beach. Said seagulls gonna come, poke me in the coconut, and they did, and they did, had me going like. Nothing I could do but yell when these birds attacked me. When I tried to run, I fell, and then these kids started laughing. And then got hit in the neck with a hacky sack. Where'd it come from?
Now, to contrast, let's listen to the second chorus. It's the same as the first chorus, except it includes additional lyrics at the end.
Now run, 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 jump. I can be your backpack while you run. Swing from a hairy vine. I can be your backpack while you climb. Stand on one hand and lift rocks with your special gift. Run, 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 jump. Now breathe.
In other words, the lyrics of the song appear to tease the clips they are sung over by asserting a story that is completely irrelevant to the sequences they are pulled from in the film, while still acknowledging that these characters are from Star Wars. I also found the instrumentation to be a bit of a challenge to work out, partially because the YouTube page for the music video does not give any details on its composition. To me, the music sounds like it was compiled through sound loops in a program like GarageBand or Logic. While I can only speculate, that conclusion does make a lot of sense, given that this is a parody and not necessarily being marketed as part of a band's major album. The instruments I am able to pick out for certain are electric bass, drums, and cymbals. I can also hear a few brass instruments, at least two of which I would speculate to be a saxophone and a trumpet. I'm also pretty sure I can hear a few notes of a piano in a few parts of the song, but I may be mistaking that for another instrument. There are also at least a few other instruments that I can't quite pick out. I'd be really curious to hear in your comments if you can place any of the instruments I've missed. Many of the aspects of this song related to feel had a particular impact on my choice to use it for this project. I first came across this song earlier this summer while taking a break from writing a paper for another class. When I watched the music video for the first time, the change in my mood was instantaneous. I recall tapping along to the beat with my pencil, making dance moves in my seat, and attempting to sing along as best as I could. When I returned to work on my paper, I recall being considerably more relaxed and focused on what I was doing. Surprisingly, this song was not particularly catchy for me at first. However, a few times later that evening, I found the chorus and the vocals from the musical breaks randomly popping into my head. It's also hard not to imagine that the feeling of schadenfreude that we discussed in class would not be a common experience among listeners of this song. Yoda clearly did not have an enjoyable day at the beach, but I highly doubt I am the only one amused by imagining Yoda trying to fight off a flock of seagulls. He is a Jedi Master, after all. For me, that sentiment also plays into a sense of nostalgia I feel when I listen to this song. Watching the clips from The Empire Strikes Back that appear in the music video take me back to the first time I saw that movie when I was 7 years old. Anyway, let me know in your comment if you agree with me or if this song made you feel something totally different. I feel it necessary to discuss these two aspects together because I feel, to some degree, that they are inextricably linked in the particular circumstances of this song. Starting with an issue relating to culture, this song is particularly difficult to place within any genre. We can obviously call it a parody since it is intended to make fun of a product of popular culture. If we were to attempt to categorize it according to mainstream genres, we would most likely be able to place it within the realm of American popular music, albeit with our previous understanding that its verse-chorus-bridge pattern totally deviates from the norm. More specifically, the song's use of drums points to its rock influences, while its use of a saxophone gives it something of a jazz feel. I would be curious to read your thoughts on this as well. The song is also a reflection of American culture given the continuing presence and popularity of Star Wars. It was, after all, less than 2 years ago when The Force Awakens domestically became the highest-grossing film of all time, according to the website Box Office Mojo. The particular means of this song's delivery is also a reflection of modern culture. This song's initial distribution as a parody video on YouTube highlights the importance social media has gained in our culture. The very fact that I personally discovered this song through a link one of my friends posted on Facebook further highlights that significance. Finally, assuming that this song was indeed compiled using sound loops in a music editing program, and given its apparent distribution only by digital means, it is almost certainly only meant to be experienced on an individual basis through an electronic device. I think it is safe to say that this song is not intended for public performances. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great rest of your summer, and may the Force be with you.